Kocha and Sonia have been married for quite a few years now, and they have been having financial difficulties, but that has not stopped Sonia from coming to the internet to tell the internet or her fan base that she is still rich and balling as heavy as hell. Kocha, on the other hand, has warned the wife to stop telling the public about their financial exorbitant expenditure. Meanwhile, that is not the case in reality. Sonia said, no, we started this and we must end it because the public or their fans know them to be ballers, rich couple, and this is what she's going to maintain. Immediately, Sonia had to remind the husband that, I'm a pageant queen and I must not show up looking like a puppet. I married you rich and we must die rich, whether we are poor now or not. Culture, on the other hand, said, look, you know how difficult it is to maintain the lifestyle you are showing to people on the internet. You already know we can't afford some of the things we afford a year ago. Our rent is almost due and we are slacking behind in so many bills. Look, Sonia, you need to stop this. Sonia said, look, that is your business. You're the man of the house. You need to make sure that you have money to take care of all of us, all the expenses. I am here to enjoy. And I will continue to borrow and sustain this lifestyle, and you have to find every ways and means to pay all the debts. Kocha could not believe his ears and how and what the wife is saying. Their neighbor, who is also another couple called Rude Boy and Lydia. Lydia has also been complaining to the husband, Rude Boy, about not spending enough money on her and her family. She's always comparing the husband to their neighbor, who happens to be Sonia and Kocha, saying that, have you been to the internet lately? Have you seen how Sonia is always looking like somebody who is from the USA? Have you seen the cars she's always changing every month? Have you even seen the dress she wears? Have you seen the way she looks, the handbags, the hair, everything? And when it comes to you, all you have to do is say, I'm calculating my money is for business, my money is for this. If I ask you for 100,000 naira, you give me 50,000 naira. When I ask you for 1 million, you give me 500. Why? And I know you have the money. Rude Boy was just silently looking at the wife and say, you know you have to work hard to get this money. And when I give you the money, I don't see and know what you spend all the money on. This business you think I am having all this money from. If I give you all the profit, do you think we can sustain ourselves in this good-looking house and all the bags and shoes and dresses you wear, even your hair? Immediately, Lydia said, that is not enough. I need to be changing all of this every month. And you don't do that. Again, have you seen Sonia? Do you see how she looks every day? Rude Boy could not believe it because he has been doing his best that he can. He has sponsored Lydia's family, especially the last born, to the UK to study. Also open a shop for the mother. What more or else can he do to the family to make sure or to see that he's doing his bit? Lydia again started complaining, said, your bit is not enough. In fact, you're not doing enough at all. I need to enjoy the money. Rude Boy could not take the nagging anymore and he walked out. Again, Lydia followed him and started lamenting about the lifestyle. Lydia's immediate younger sister visited them one day and she has an asthma attack in the house. Whilst this attack, she called Lydia, but Lydia could not pick. Lydia was on TikTok live and telling her fans on how she is spending the husband's money, how the husband is taking care of her and what she plans to buy next and show off, whilst her sister is almost choking to death in her room. So the sister immediately called the neighbor who happens to be her friend as well, the guy called Peter ran into the house to save Lydia's sister. At this moment, Lydia's sister could not believe that she almost died whilst the sister is on TikTok live. When the husband came back, the case was reported to Rude Boy, and Rude Boy got so angry and said, "Look, I can't continue with this attitude of you. This is pissing me off. You almost killed your sister because you were pleasing people, strangers on the internet. Why?" At this point, Lydia knew that she is at fault and she apologized to everybody. Sonia and Culture are also having their own misunderstanding. Culture just lost a business transaction that was going to help sort out some of his bills and sort out the problem the wife was having in terms of debt. But Culture lost the job, and Sonia was no any better either. She was mounting pressure on the husband. The husband just could not stand it. They got a call from one friend who Sonia has borrowed money to buy wig from. Culture could not believe it. Upon all the information she has regards to the financial status, Sonia continued to borrow money and feed her delusional fans and also herself. Culture said, "You are borrowing money and this is going to affect our marriage. What you are doing is actually affecting our marriage." Now their 5-year-old daughter look on as they fight, and immediately the younger brother of Sonia walked in and said, "You guys are fighting and your daughter is here." Culture said, "Well, talk to your sister. She's the cause of all of this. I can't stand the way she is behaving. We are having big financial crisis in this family. I don't even know if we can afford this place any longer because our rent is due. And all Sonia could think is borrow money up and down. And they keep calling for us to pay it. We can't even afford a good meal any longer. When was the last time our daughter ate good meal or even a good snack? This is affecting us." All Sonia could think is to please internet people. Our marriage is at the verge of collapsing if this continue. Well, of course, Sonia did not care at all. All she did was dismiss the husband and dismiss the brother as well. One day, Sonia came back from her trips with her friends to have some good time in town. When she got back, she again got a new car. At this moment, Lydia looked on and was surprised in seeing that. And then Lydia said, "Hello, excuse me. You always change cars every day. What is your business that you do? I want to do some." Immediately Sonia said, "I can't tell you that, but don't worry, I'm inviting you and your husband to a dinner in our home. Let's have some drink and food and let's catch up." Immediately Lydia agreed. Next day, Lydia and the husband came to Culture and Sonia's house for dinner. And the dinner, after having smooth conversation, the girls were trying to show off that who is bigger than the other. Lydia says, "Well, my husband is good. You know, he has a big wine company and we are so rich that very soon we might buy this house that we live in." Sonia also said, "Well, we just came back from a trip from the US and of course my husband will be sponsoring another trip to Qatar. Isn't that right?" Culture could not believe that all these lies are coming out from the wife's mouth. Well, the ladies were going band for band, aura for aura with the lies they were doing. The husband just looked on and confused. After the dinner ended, they realized and went home. After going home, Rude Boy said, "Lydia, don't you think there's something weird between Culture and Sonia? They look so distant. And when we got to the house, you know their AC was not on. Why would that be the case? As rich as they claim?" Lydia said, "Why? Oh, yes, they do not want cold and they wanted to be in the heat before when we can." Lydia was finding excuses. Rude boy was realizing something was off. One day, Rude boy went to his bar and the bartender would look on as Rude boy was worried. Immediately, the girl said, "Boss, seems something is wrong." Rude boy has to explain everything and say, My dear, my wife is giving me tough time and I'm finding it so hard to live in the house. I've done everything to please her. She's always comparing herself to our neighbor, which of course I don't really know why, because I do everything in my power to make her happy. The sales girl said, "Well, some women are like that. Everything will be fine," encouraging her. This went on for a while. Then Rude boy and the sales girl became very close. One day they got super close and got kissing. When they were kissing, Lydia's sister saw them. Immediately, Rude boy will know that the sister was going to tell the wife. Rude boy said, "You know what? I know you're going to tell your sister about what you saw, but you know what your sister has been doing, and this is not good at all." So after that incident, Rude boy himself confessed to Lydia that if this continued, their marriage is going to break. Lydia did not see anything wrong again. One day, Lydia and Sonia were at each other, only for Lydia to see that one man came to the estate and claimed that Sonia has borrowed a car and hasn't returned it for days. Lydia could not believe it. Lydia said, "Wait, so you mean this car is borrowed?" The man said, "Yes. She borrowed a car a week ago and hasn't returned and hasn't paid the bills as well." Immediately, Lydia said, "Whoa, so that means Sonia is living a fake life." Immediately, she posted that news on the internet and also took a picture of the car and posted it in their group chat. Immediately, the news spread like wildfire. All this while, Kocha was having a drink in the bar that Rude boy owns. Rude boy approached him and said, "What is the problem?" Immediately, Kocha opened up to him and said, "My wife is living a fake life on the internet. Everyone thinks we are balling or have money, but that is not the case. We are in deep financial crisis." Wow, really? After Kocha opened up to Rude boy said, "I'll help you. I have some business deal I can give you contact to. Maybe you can sort yourself out." Kocha was so happy. After all, men understand themselves, and as for women, all they think is with their emotion. Rude boy promised to help Kocha financially, and of course he did. Kocha did not return home for weeks. Sonia started beginning to get worried and realized that she will be losing her husband to her attitude that she's putting up. Immediately, she got the news that the car has been taken away from her, and everyone on the internet knows that she has been living a fake life. At this moment, she has nothing to lie about because the news has already cast. Everybody knows that she's a liar. All this while, Rude boy has also refused to come home because of the attitude of Lydia. At this moment, both ladies are losing their husbands. They realize that they have been in competition with each other foolishly. Because Sonia doesn't have money, she flaunts that she has money. Lydia, on the other hand, have money, but also has been on the neck of the husband, thinking that the husband wasn't doing enough. Meanwhile, the person she was comparing herself to doesn't have money at all. So at the end, Lydia realized she has been the foolish one. Sonia also realized she has been foolish because pleasing internet people to lose your home is nothing that she has been dreaming about. They've come back to their senses and realized they started begging, calling their husbands to come home and plead for forgiveness. They didn't want to do that, but both sisters and brother had to call their husbands and pleaded on their behalf of their sisters. They both came back home and accepted the apology. And of course, with that all being said, they forgave their wife and asked them not to repeat what they have been doing that has been jeopardizing their marriage. Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recap.